What's up, YouTube? Mr. LaMSC here, and today we're going to be going through all of the sets. Now, I am looking at the entire set overall to determine kind of its placement in the tier list. And so if some pieces are good and some are bad, that'll like affect it in some ways, right? So at the top of the list, and then we're also going to go like left to right kind of within the tier just for like better on the left, worse on the right. That's not exact, but the idea. So at the top, we have towels, 3-piece towels, full towels. It works in many cases, many builds. It's very strong and just a solid set. Immortal King as well. Full IK barbs are very crushing and very solid. I think these two are the best overall sets from those 7 sets that are the endgame ones. Angelics, purely because of the Angelic Ring and Ami combination, it's just so clutch in so many situations, whether it's early or sometimes endgame for characters. It's just everybody knows about it and it's always great. And Orphan's Call just has a couple pieces in it. I like the gloves and stuff, but really the helm is best in slot for many cases, and that for me puts it within the S tier, even though the entire set isn't a whole S tier. But the helm and then the gloves I like as well are super, super solid. In the A tier, I have Griswold's Legacy. It can be used as a full set. Foden sometimes does it with all the facets and stuff. Very specialized though, but the set overall is still very nice. And it has decent pieces on it. Nothing that you like use best in slot though all the time. But like the armor is nice to pick up and put on mercenary early and stuff. Mivina's, I actually really like this armor. It can be used as a complete armor for like a budget Frost Maiden or something. It's actually not bad at all. So I actually think overall it's not a terrible set. Can be fun for bow, but bow is a little bit weaker and it can't really do everything within bow super well. So I think it's like A tier. Death's Disguise I have purely for the early game. It's actually super nice, and the glove belt combination gets you attack speed and like 15 all res, and you get Cannot Be Frozen as well. This is like your best in slot for early game PvP and stuff. Natalia's, you've got the boots on it, which are really nice. That's kind of my main purpose for having it here. But overall, it's an okay set. There's some nice combinations between some of the pieces and stuff. Not really run as a whole set all the time, but it's okay. Trangs, the whole set kind of sucks because you get the vampire form, which is terrible. But the gloves are really nice. The belt is really nice. So those pieces get kind of used around. Alders, same sort of idea. You can use it as a whole set. It's okay. But the boots are just like primo, best in slot for some builds, and I love it there. Saigons for very early game. Obviously, the strength requirement's a little silly, but or not silly, but just a lot for a very early level. But this is like one of my favorite classic sets to just throw on a character and run around with full Saigons, and you can actually go pretty far in the game with just Saigons. Very cheap and easy to find. Disciple set, you've got like laying of hands and stuff in there, so just another couple like solid pieces in it. Overall, the set is okay. And Sanders, you got the gloves, which can be best in slot and just very nice gloves for a long time, and the boots, which can be super easy and good early. Nice early set to pick up those gloves and boots. Cow Kings are actually decent pieces, but it's just kind of hard to get and not really often got. But it's actually not bad. I threw it in the B tier. You could move it around. This one you could argue in various ways. Hisaris, the belt and boot, super great early on. I almost put them in the A tier, but I just felt like our B tier would be too plain. And the belt and boot combination also has like really big attack rating on it. So I really like Hisaris set. Very good early game set. And Tancred's, you can get really nice magic find. Let me show you guys here. If you go to Tancred's, if you get Tancred's Weird and then you run the boots as well, you get 30 fast run walk on the boots and 78% magic find from the amulet. So it's actually a really nice early magic find combination that you can run. You could obviously run it with another item, but boot and Ami is the common one. So that's really nice. Arctic gear, it's not great, but for level 3, it's good enough. And the gloves aren't terrible. You get a little life IAS. The belt, you get 40 cold res, though it's just a light belt. But, like, it's okay. Sazabi's, overall, is not great. But there's a couple pieces like the helm. +1 skills, dual res. That, like, it's not bad. That would be a nice helm to find if I'm playing through the game. Huanins, the belt is, it's okay. I like the weapon. It can be nice to give to, like, a mercenary early on when you're playing through. Bull Cathos, you get the 2 big swords. The set overall is pretty lame. It's kind of a weird set. I don't know why it exists. And the swords are just a little bit like, they're not bad, but there's better items by the time you would be using them. Eisenhearts, just kind of a lame early set, but it's okay. But not like, Saigons I think is better. Claygauze, you get the gloves. So other than that, I don't really think there's much to the Claygauze set. In Nages, you have the chest, which is okay, and then you have the teleport staff. So it goes in the C tier there. Siverbs is pretty meh overall. You get the cudgel, which is good. Millibregas, there's just the... What's even good on Millibregas? The weapon, maybe? No, the shield. The shield. You get the 20 magic find shield. Heavens, not really anything there. That one has the weapon. Arcanas is pretty lame. Cathans is pretty lame. Berserkers, there's just like not enough in the early game. They're very, a lot of times it's better to just have like a different weapon than trying to use Berserkers. The helm is okay. Infernal, just garbage. Iratha's garbage, and Vidala's just garbage. All those like early bow sets are just all pretty trash. So overall, compared to like the Rude Words and stuff, there's a lot more garbage in the sets, but there's some nice stuff up top, Lifesteal on Cathan's early, yeah, but you just don't do enough damage. Like, it just doesn't matter. 6% lifesteal is great, but when you swing for, 18 damage, what does it matter? Like, it's so little. Early lifesteal, yeah, you want to steal 6% of 18? Good luck, have fun. So, it just doesn't matter that early. So, yeah, sets overall a lot weaker in D2, but there's definitely some okay pieces within some of these. And so, it's not bad. We put Iratha's last. Man, you guys really don't like Iratha's being last? Okay. But you have to wear 2 pieces to get the 20 IAS. What are you going to use? Ami and this? You know what? Just for you guys. I guess because the helm, just for you guys, because it has this dual res helm that you can put something in, we'll move it up to C tier. I agree with that. We'll move it up to C tier because you can put the helm on and the gloves are not the worst thing ever. So it has a couple okay pieces. We'll put it right in there. Anyways, yeah, this is our set list. I hope you guys like it. Mwah! Peace, YouTube.